Good evening, Texas bikers, bikers all across the nation and the world. This is Texas Biker Radio News. My name is Butch Popeye Moss, National President, Sons of Liberty Riders, MC, and Texas Biker Radio News. OG and I are co-founders of all this stuff. We've been doing these podcasts for about 12 years, and we like to think we've gotten better, but then again, we're getting older. But we still got things to say. And today, I was wondering, oh, wait a minute. Let me bring up one thing real quick. We lost 2 KC-135 tankers today in Saudi Arabia at the air base, our air base we have there. And the Iranians got lucky. It looks like they got destroyed 1 and maybe 2 from the satellite images that I saw just moments ago. And let me say hello to Lane Splitter, who's here in the live chat. And this is Friday night, March 27th, 2026, and it is 7:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now, today I was wondering, do the Iranians have motorcycle clubs? I got to thinking about that today. Because you see all these IRGC guys and these besieged guys who are volunteers who are there to control the population and murder them. Yeah, and they run around on motorcycles. Yes, they do. And now they got people that are organized, the Iranians that are against the regime. They are doing ambushes, and matter of fact is we got one here. It's not of the motorcycle group, it's another one. We'll be seeing it here in a little bit. So stay tuned. And so, we've also got a video of the USS Abraham Lincoln on fire. Now, it's not real, it's AI, and the enemy puts out those videos all the time, claiming they shot down airplanes, made a successful attack on a USS ship, any ship, and USS Harold Ford, who had to go get repairs because of a laundry fire. Go figure. But I think they're about to be back underway, if not already. So, and we'll be talking about aircraft and stuff here in a bit. As everybody knows, I was an aircraft worker for years, inspector. My last program was the C-17. I was the mock-up inspector for the engines and the sails and core reversers and some stuff on the horizontal elevators and rudders and the hydraulics and electrical on those things too. And so, we had a lot of work. Worked on the B-1B. The B-1B is interesting because it's got a huge gas tank. I mean, it's huge. And you can stand around in it, and there are no baffles in there. It just, the fuel has to just slosh around. I always thought it was interesting that there's no baffles, and that tank is huge, I'm telling you. And also, I spent some time on the B-2, and I can tell you stuff about it, but then I would have to kill you. Yeah. So, also, So also, I spent a little bit of time on the space shuttle, the most boring job in the world, on the heat tiles. And yeah, if heat tiles fall off, generally it's because they weren't installed properly. Let me get that out of the way right now. Right now. But let's take a look at some motorcycles in Iran, and they gather up, kind of like we used to do, or I used to do. They still do it. The sport bikers gather up and meet up. We used to meet up at the Sonic on Northwest Highway in Dallas, and yeah, there would be up to 300 of us. Oh yeah, and us coming around us coming around on 635 north, heading toward Luna Road, and yeah, we would be blasting. And you know, I was a young 54 back then, and yeah, I had a motorcycle shop that I had for years. And anyway, let's look at these guys that are gathering up just like we do, and their bikes are, well, I'll talk about Harleys in a minute, but their bikes are generally, when they gather up, are sport bikes. Yeah. They do have road racing in Iran, and they do have motocross. Oh, yeah. And let me tell you, they fly high. But they do have, well, what they do have is what you saw at the first of this, is they have Harleys. Now, most of the Harleys they had was when the Iranian police rode Harley Davidsons, and then, but they had a problem with part issues. Can you imagine that? Yeah, they've been not able to get parts for a very long time, so now they put around on sport bikes and stuff like that. I don't know who makes them, but it's you know, it's kind of, you know, a lot of them have baskets on them, whatever that means, you know. Yeah. We used to have a kid to come around our shop, and you know, every time he saw a little motorcycle from India with a little basket on it and stuff, oh yeah, he would he would really happy to see it, you know, because he was from India. It was kind of cute, telling you. And so, yeah. Now, Israel, they have motorcycle clubs. They even have hog chapters. And so, yeah, they have, like, you know, like these guys. I don't know why that didn't work. Huh. Oh, there it goes. All right. Yeah. So they have this, I don't know why that acts like it's not a video. Anyway, they ride Harleys and other Japanese V-twins. And so, yeah, they've got a, now, if they have any one percenters, I think they're looked at quite a bit. So, but there's not, they're not prevalent. Let's put it that way, and they're not dominant over them. Let's put it. But I did hear that they had a Hell's Angel chapter, but they're not. How to put it? They're not visible. Let's put it that way. Yeah. So, yeah. So it's we got a lot of stuff to do today to get through, and yeah, most of it I have in cartoons. I've got to where I really love doing that, and so yeah, I can put out a short video like I did the other day, and you know, I can create one of those in in less than 2 hours, and sometimes maybe an hour, depending on how short I make it. And so yeah, I use AI to do that, and but it's fun. It's fun, and you just come now. Meta Chat GBT, they have issues just like YouTube. Now, Chat GBT will tell me that YouTube is just run by a bunch of machines, and and they will tell me how to get around things. And I think that's pretty damn funny. ChatGPT will tell me how to get around a description, or how to not get sanctioned by them, or we can basically do everything but play the music we want to play. Unlike Rumble, where they didn't care what you did. Now, understand, on the shorts, you can do what you want. So I haven't tested that water yet, but over the last, I guess, 2 months, we probably had one copyright infringement, and that was over a song or a music that we thought, we got it from them, that we thought was okay, good to go, didn't have copyright, but it turned out it did. So I don't know which way is up with that. So yeah, but let's get to it, everybody. Let's get to it. And let's talk about the enemies within. And that's segments we're doing each week, and maybe every day, because there's so many of them. That's incredible. But let's talk a minute about this guy. The enemy within, Zoran Mandami. Oh yeah, he's on a communist spending spree, or he's trying to. He's trying to. The boy mayor, everybody thought he was going to just get free buses, bus rides, or whatever you want to call it, free bus rides, and then grocery stores. Oh yeah, yeah. City-run grocery stores, and hey, look, that kid don't know what he's doing. So it says here, I only wanted to tax the rich, but now everyone gets to contribute. Oh yeah, everybody. It's like Hillary Clinton said back in the day when she was, oh God, I hate to say it, the first lady. And when they were talking about people that they thought was rich. And she said at one time, and I remember this vividly, that they considered people that made $33,000 a year rich. What the hell? What the hell was wrong with it? Damn. But this guy, hey, look, he promised only the rich. And now he's wanting to do a 9.5% property tax hike. That's a hike. It's already higher than hell. And now the people in New York are having buyer's remorse. Oh, yeah. As you see there, they've got a budget of $127 million. It's crazy. Tax the rich. Oh, wait, everyone pays now. And he is an enemy within. The little communist boy who's got a cute smile. And maybe that's why they elected him. That's how the women do it. Oh, look, he's so cute. Oh, yeah, I'll vote for him. But the little commie doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know. He don't know how the system works. And the system, it can be crooked as hell, and that's what he's trying to do. But evidently, the crazy lady in the governor's office, Hochul, Oh, yeah. She's denying him the ability to do what he wants to do. So far. So far. But we'll see, because they're a lunatic base, like in California, and we'll be talking about that in a minute too. Man, it's crazy. And so let's say hi to Lane Splitter. Yeah. And Lane Splitter says he knows they have clubs in Dubai. I don't doubt that, because everybody's probably running around on a new Harley. Let me tell you, Dubai has it going. I mean, they figured it out. They are an economic engine powerhouse. Yes, they are. They got oil, but they know they also have business savvy. Yes, they do. It's incredible. That's the reason they have the tallest building in the world, and they're building, guess what? Another one that's going to be taller than this one. It's crazy. And also, Peg Leg is in the house. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Danny Howell, 9321, whatever that is. That's a number they added to it when he was searching for a name. But let's keep going, okay? Let's keep going. I think we're done with Mandami. Let's take a bit. Let's take again. Look at this picture. Isn't that cute? Yeah? Had fun putting that together. The enemy within. But wait. Last night in the Senate, these son of a bitches, all they wanted to do was go home for their 2-week vacation. You know what they ought to do? They ought to call them back. Get every one of them in there till they start funding everything. Call them back. And let me tell you, the Congress didn't go for it. Look here. Going home is the priority. Time to go home. We won't fund ICE and the Border Patrol. What the hell? What the hell? They need to stop these damn shutdowns that go on every year. They need to do their damn jobs, and they don't need to run home. They need to fund everything. And Chuck Schumer is at the bottom of all this. That's the truth of it. That's the truth of it. He is the main culprit. He is, and the Democratic Party, guess what? They are the enemy within. They want open borders. They want to keep these illegal aliens, the criminals, here at all costs. It doesn't matter if our women are murdered. They don't care. It's insanity. They need to get their asses back here and get the work done. Now, the Congress, they didn't go for this bullshit. They didn't go for it. They said what they did, and they said they're surprised. They think that Republicans didn't read the damn bill. They just got the hell out of Dodge, and it's sickening. It's sickening. What's been going on with the TSA and with the Homeland Security, with all that stuff, in the time of war, they're playing fucking games, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. That's what I'm saying. It's insanity. And am I pissed about it? Yes, I am. You ought to be pissed about it. If you're not, you're a lunatic. Just saying, everybody. Just saying. This stuff is common sense. But yet we go through this shit every year. Every year. By design. By design. Republicans need to grow some balls in the Senate, and they need to get rid of the filibuster. And they need to pass important legislation. Now, I've been in this politics for many years. When I retired in 2004, and I started looking around for what I was going to do next after I retired from aircraft. And, then I looked around and I started looking at what was going on with our government, and I was going, holy hell. This was a mess in 2004. It was a mess after 9/11. Now, I was happy that George W. Bush went after the people that instigated the 9/11 attack. They killed a lot of Muslims, but we didn't need to be trying to change the people in Afghanistan or Iraq. Now, Iraq has come around a little bit. Afghanistan surely hasn't, because they're accepting people coming into the country from Iran who are running from the death that we're bringing to them. Oh, yeah. They're getting the hell out of Dodge because they see what's coming. So it's incredible. So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Now, we have some staying on the budget and the Senate and these shutdowns again and again. What the TSA needs to do, and I'm serious, what they need to do is the next time this crap happens, shut it down. Just walk off the damn job. Get the flight attendants and everybody else, the checkout people, everybody, just shut it down. Make them act. And all you do is the next time they pull this bullshit, you shut it down. Total airport shutdowns. If they play games again. Never again. And this wasn't about ICE. It was about hurting Trump. Hurting the economy. And in turn, hurting us, the citizens of this country. That's what it is. It's exactly what they need to say up there. You know, a TSA agent, pass this on. We're done. No pay, no work. TSA is done. No pay. It's that for every one of them, even our Homeland Security. Just think, we are at war. And the damn ayatollahs and mullahs and whoever it is, I got him, are telling their people that are within this country, the people that are waiting to attack, and it's starting to happen some. They foiled attack again today in New York. But man, let me tell you, I don't want to bring it up because I don't want to give anybody any ideas, but we are vulnerable as hell. We are. I could cripple, with 5 guys, I could cripple this country for months, years. Put everything into chaos. I'm not going to say what it is because, like I said, I don't want to give anybody ideas. That's the truth. So, yeah. So we got this verdict over the big social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Yeah, all these people, they're being sued by parents of children that are addicted to the internet. Let me say one thing. Right now, I see every day, and I know you do too. You guys on the chat line, pitch in. I know you see it too. You see 1-year-olds, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds in the malls, in the grocery stores, with a phone, a tablet, whatever. You see it every day. Now, why they've got these things that may be indoctrinating them? The parents have some freaking responsibility, because what they do, and I see it, I've seen it with my own grandkids. They will throw a fit if they are not, well, say they're in the car and they're traveling. They've got to have a phone. They've got to have a tablet. They got to have, not like when we were kids, when all we did was look out the window and talk to my other cousins or my sister. My little brother, you couldn't talk to him. But, yeah, they play a big part in their addictions, is what happens. Nobody, you're right, Lane Splitter. Nobody wants to be a parent anymore. They want somebody else to take care of it. Yeah, and look, here's a cartoon I did. Here we go. Suing social media giants. Here we go. Parents, let's question what's going on here. You see the baby there with a phone, with a tablet. And the one thing I want to say, too, and it depicts it in this cartoon. It depicts it. Look to the right. Let me tell you, movies have influence too. The blood, the gore. You used to back in the day. The good guys wore white hats. The good guys were obvious. And the bad guys always lost. Not that way anymore. Not that way anymore. But there's so much gore that I believe they are immune to it. That's the reason, like, you heard, like Fox News or CNN saying, hey, be aware that, this airplane that hit this fire truck, let me tell you, it's disturbing. It's disturbing. Let me tell you what, that wouldn't bother their kids. Wouldn't bother them at all. I'm telling you. It's like back during the Vietnam days, they had a hard time getting the young troops to shoot to kill. Because in our day, we were always taught, thou shalt not kill. That stuff, that kind of stuff is hammered into your head. Nowadays, because of videos, because of movies, because of everything that they see, they're ready to go. It's the very reason we see kids attacking kids. Because they take actions on things they've seen or heard. And yes, even saw on YouTube. Now, YouTube still shows some people being eliminated And that's happening a lot nowadays, which I'm proud to see. So, yeah. That's what I'm saying, everybody. This is incredible. This is incredible. So, yeah, parents have some responsibility in this, and I have a feeling that these people are going to have a hard time getting money out of these social medias. Yeah. It's pretty tough to squeeze money out of them. But hey, look, you heard me the other day talking about the Iranians. Let me see if I've got this up here. No, I don't have it. Damn, I should. Anyway, the Iranians have been, they decided to embed children from 12 to 15 years old in with the Basiz unit. They're the ones that try to control the population and keep them from protesting and also murdering the population. So, yeah, and those are all volunteers. They're not paid, like I told you before. So now they were going to embed children with the Basiz and also have the kids staying in their barracks, the IRGC, and in schoolhouses and everything else, these 12 to 15-year-olds. But they decided, well, wait a minute. That's a bad look for us. We can't do that. We're winning. And if we're winning, why would we need kids? So they fixed it, everybody. They have fixed it. Are you ready? Here you go. Oh, my God. Look at the new patrol. They're using women. Women, or at least I think they're women. It could be guys in women's outfits. So, yeah, you see the guy filming back there? That's exactly what they do. We need a better image. And there's a public relations officer who's been eliminated. That's true. So it's a new look, the same playbook. Did anything actually change? Just the paint job, and women are in the truck manning a 50 cal. Yeah. So I thought, guess if they hear people screaming from the rooftops who are seeking freedom from the regime. You have these yahoos that are out there, I guess, going to fire a 50 cal up into apartment buildings and stuff, because they got a lot of apartment buildings that are high. It's incredible. But this is what they're doing now, putting women, thinking that we won't kill women. Let me tell you, they're combatants. They're the enemy. And yes, I do believe when the people rise up, when we give them the signal, they're going to show no mercy on these people. None. And the thing about it is, the ones that have been controlling the neighborhoods, they know who they are. And the thing about it is, the people that are going to rise up, you need to remember all this. And I do believe you are going to go after them, and many of them they're going to jail and put on trial. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. That is what is going to happen and should happen. And you need to tell them that's what's going to happen. Now, the fact that they're still broadcasting from, I don't know where they're at, I'm sure our military knows. Maybe then again, maybe they think they get information out of that. But then again, you need to knock them off the air. You need to shut that shit down. If anybody's going to be broadcasting, it needs to be the people, Iranians, who are not part of the regime. Period. Eliminate them. I'm talking about the people, IRGC, and their supporters in their media, who put out propaganda videos every day, trying to get us to believe it. And we have lunatics in this country and around the world that believe everything they say. It's incredible. It's incredible. So yeah, this is part of the oppression that we see there. You've probably seen this before. When the people speak, the regime listens, and they come with handcuffs, and they'll send the besieged or the IRGC, and the people are just trying to seek freedom. They want their voice to be heard. So yeah. And that was my editorial cartoon the other day. So yeah, that was but. And so what we have now, we have a lot of them that are abandoning their posts. They have, their banking system is just gone. You can't get anything out of the ATM. You can't do any of this stuff. You can't get any cash unless you're just a local business owner, maybe selling some groceries or food or contraband. Oh yeah, that's big because everything's going underground now. So what IRGC is having, no pay, no food, no fuel. They don't know it, but it's over. They still trying to attack. And of course, we got our people up there that are just doing the job. And yeah, I think that's supposed to be me. I'm not sure. I was an aircraft inspector, and I worked on all these airplanes right there. Yep, sure did. The B-2, the B-1, C-17. And that other one, I think is supposed to be a A-7 Corsair. So yeah. Back in the day, man, I guess next time I'll show you some real pictures from back in the day. It's incredible. So, so what we got going on now, let's jump back on the Democrats again. So the Democrats are playing Russian roulette with America, the enemy within, they are. The Senate should fund it all. I've already said that. We'll fund the TSA and the Coast Guard, but no funding for ICE or Border Patrol. Let's play Russian roulette with America's safety. And that's the truth of it. That's exactly what's going on. It's insanity. And they need to get their asses back here and doing the job they were elected to do. And you know what? That's the other problem. That's the other problem. And we'll get to that here in a minute because I got more to say about it. That is the other problem. So, yeah. Let me find the next one here. All right. You know, what I guess you could say this is another one, another enemy within. But the stupid thing about it is they keep voting him back into office again and again. And so let's look at this. Gavin Newsom. It's because of their environmental policies they have. They've had forest fires. Oh, yeah. They have the highest taxes in the nation. Their gas now is approaching $7, if it's not already there. I've got a granddaughter out there at Edwards. You know, the thing about it is they'll never even though they're making great money, they will not make enough to own a home. It's pricing people out. Now, everything he's done has had a bad consequences because of his lunatic policies and the people that keep voting them in. And let me tell you, California schools, they're in the dumps. Well, so is Chicago and others, Fort Worth, yes. And their schools are dangerous. And now they've got high tech that are leaving. As a matter of fact is, let's move on to let's move on to this one. So it says, who are we losing today? So refineries are closing down, and now they're having to bring in oil from other countries. And I heard there was some from the Caribbean, one of the Caribbean places. What? I didn't know they had any oil. But then again, it stands to reason. It's in the Gulf. Maybe there is. But listen, everybody. So the high-tech companies have left, like X, SpaceX, Tesla, and yeah, there's a few left there in California, and they're probably going to be gone soon. Because the business climate, is not good in California for businesses. They're getting the hell out. Silicon Valley moving, leaving huge campuses. Meta, it's incredible. They're all leaving. Refineries are closing down because they can't make a profit. They've got things so screwed up, they can't make a profit. And so they're, well, kind of like Canada. They're in trouble now, too. And they're losing Honda. And we'll be talking about that in the next one. So, yeah. So, and of course, there are forest fires. Oh, yeah. Because of climate change policies, they don't clean up the underbrush. The water wasn't there when there was a fire in L.A. and Palisades. Everything on fire. But he said, no problem. No problem, everybody. Everything's good. Oh, yeah. Everything's good. The one he has no good policies. He haven't stated one. But what he does for his base is he hates Donald Trump. He attacks Donald Trump every time he gets a chance. Doesn't give a damn about anything else. And I guess the people in California don't either. They keep putting him into office. He's been in politics 30 years. 30 years of doing damage to California. And they keep electing him. Just like these lunatics in the Congress and Senate from there. Nancy Pelosi's one. Of course, they all enriched themselves while in office. Yes, they did. Nobody gave a damn. Nobody gave a damn. But listen, everybody. The parents of the fallen airmen from that tanker The parents said, finish this. Finish this. We don't need to let up one bit at all. Period. Need to keep the hammer down. The hammer down. Take over those islands where that controls all the oil. Now's the time to get it done. And here's these young people that was on that tanker that had some sort of mid-air collision. Pray for them, everybody. Pray for them. Pray for our troops. That's the truth of it. So, yeah. So we got the Amphibs coming up, and that's the that's what I did in the Navy as an Amphibs. I was a small boat captain. And so, yeah. Texas Biker Radio News, the USS Tripoli arrives in the Gulf of Hormuz. If they're not there now, they're going to be quick. And we are winning no matter what anybody says. The final blow. Open the Hormuz Straits and take control of their oil lifeline. Yeah. The Tripoli with a crew of and Marines, over 2,000 people, and these are highly trained troops, I do believe, and they're going to be able to get the job done. They will. And pray for them, everybody. Pray for them. So once again, Texas Biker Radio News to our military. Finish it. Stop the Islamic insanity ASAP. Cut off their lifeline. And we need to do that quickly. So, yeah. And we got some videos here. We like to call them the X-Files. And this is a fake video here. And I don't know if there's any audio to it, but we'll turn it on just in case. And this is a fake deal. This is supposed to be the Abraham Lincoln. So let's take a look at it.
Flames forward section looks completely torn open. Rescue boats are hitting it with water from both sides. Smoke's climbing fast. We'll keep our distance up here. Flames forward section looks completely torn open. Rescue boats are hitting it with...
What do you think of that one? Huh? You guys? Oh, I see Significant Other is here today, this evening. Welcome aboard. Thank you for being here. Lane Splitter, Danny Howell, you guys, thank you so much. Yeah. Make sure you like and share on the way out. And so, yes, that was fake. That was fake. The Abraham Lincoln is out there doing the job. And so it's BS. Now, the next one coming up does have, I know this one has audio to it, and this is the citizens of Iran, not part of the regime, taking action on the besieged. And so let's watch this. You may have already seen it, but it's out there. Here we go. We'll turn on the audio. And so let's watch. Now that truck, it went past, but it didn't gas it, and I assume the people that are in that truck are eliminated. Good Lord, yeah. Hey, if you guys haven't noticed, knock on wood, we haven't had any flickering in our channel, and I figured it out, and it was in the camera, not in the computer, not on my internet, none of that. It was in the camera. It had to do with the lighting and everything else. It took me a while to figure it out, but I did. And so, yeah, it's been great. It's been great so far. Yes, it has. And so, so look, this next one, oh gosh, this next one, I don't think there's any audio with this one, but I'll turn it on. This next one, you guys, listen up. You need to be aware. You need to be ready when something doesn't just seem just right. What you're fixing to see is lunatics. People that are ready to harm you, people that are ready to kill you, people that are ready to rob you. So let's watch this one. I do believe it's incredible. And so here we go. No sound. What's this? I don't know whether she stabbed him or used a stun gun or what. She's searching for money, his wallets. Got his billfold. Throws it down, and there they go. What do you think about that, guys? What do you think about that? There are so many criminals out there, and many of them foreigners, that are just waiting to harm you and to harm our country. Yeah, yes, I call this the X-Files. We do this every time. We go, there's a lot of crap that goes on in X. And let me tell you, the lunatics in the world are flooded onto X. You will see them there. And they are vicious, is what they are. Let's continue going, everybody. This is in Amsterdam. This is goofy, but let me turn on some audio in case there is any. And here we go, Amsterdam. And, well, you're going to kind of get it when you see it.
Zag ik het? Hey, wat Hey, Chucky. Wow, kom. Serieus, kom. Gaat het lukken? Ja. Chuck. Oye, tú ya, eso te lo... Heb je
Now, this is kind of like the UK. The police don't really go after the Muslims that are attacking college students. They'll run the college students off and then not do anything to the Muslims that are attacking them. Nothing. Same thing happens in the UK every day. Every day. And now it's happening in Amsterdam. Let me tell you, these people are lunatics. But the next one gets even. First of all, she needs to find a dentist. And second of all, well, listen to what she's asking for. It's crazy. A Somali, matter of fact, is, everybody. Oop, I lost it. Here we go.
Program fits into our criteria of small business owners, not those who make 200,000 and above. We don't make that much amount. And we have been suffering since the crisis of ICE. We also demand an immediate help to evictions so families are not pushed to homelessness during the crisis. Our community deserves accountability. Our community deserves safety. We need also justice for those who lost their lives defending the community. Leave programs.
Well, what do you think about that one? I'm telling you, our country, but, oh, sometimes I think, well, hell, everything is out of control over there in the UK and in Europe. They're in real trouble because they think they can get along with these people, especially like in the UK, Keir Starmer, who has I think it's a 57 or 58 negative. They're wanting him out of there. And he's done such damage by bringing all these foreigners into the country. And you know who I'm talking about. They have had 70,000 Islamists come across from France. And France is glad to send them to them. 70,000 of them put in 4-star hotels, in the parks, military barracks. The list runs on and on. They spend I think it's 8 billion. It may have been million, but I think it's billion pounds, which is more than $1, every year on housing these foreigners that have come to the UK, and most of them Muslims. And I think the majority are from Pakistan. So why do they come there? Well, they come there because of money, because of social welfare. They're all on welfare. They're just hanging around, especially the young men, and that's the majority of them. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, I was surprised about this next one coming up. Really surprised. And let me get this. Here we go. Here we go, everybody.
Iliad always eats.
This is so beautiful.
Iliad always eats.
Now, that's Philadelphia. Now, from what I heard reported when I saw it today on X, they have 82 mosques. 82. Now, if that's true, and I'm going to dig into it some more, what the hell? What the hell? I mean, the thing is, here in Texas, they keep trying to make these cities into a city of nothing but Muslims. Sharia law. Backed by Qatar. Backed by CARE. They keep trying it again and again here in Texas. And so far, they've shut them down each time, I think. Then again, maybe that takes more investigations to find out what's really going on. And really, in my opinion, if we have one mosque in Texas, that's one too many. And we got to hope that Homeland Security, the people that aren't being paid, you have to hope that they're doing their job and they're keeping track of these people. Now, we paid $4 billion for that NSA that's up there in Utah that listens to everybody. They even know who is the enemy within. But yet, I don't see any action on it. I don't see any action on the people that are funding all these protests and the crap that's going on in this country. I don't see it. And my question is, why? Why? They've had enough time to infiltrate all these organizations. They had enough time to take them down. And the people that are funding this thing. And I think when we do figure it all out, we need to confiscate everything they have. And that would include politicians. People that are trying to destroy, undermine this country. They're traitors. My opinion, I'm entitled to it. I stole that from the veteran biker because it's true. It's true. So, yeah. I see Leon Blockson. Is that right? Welcome to the channel. So, yeah. It's incredible. Now, next week, we'll continue our enemies within. Like I said, there's no shortage. There's no shortage of them. Today was Mondani, the boy mayor, who doesn't have an idea, a clue of what he's doing. He's in a fantasy world. He's in a communist fantasy world. Because like they always say, they eventually run out of everybody's money. That's when they were saying, back during the Biden administration, you're going to have nothing and love it. Yeah. So, you guys that came in late, you can watch this anytime on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, ring that bell so you know when we come live, because during the week we may come live at any time. It may be in the morning, it may be late at night. Just if we see something that we think needs to be talked about or made aware of, we'll be back on, or at least I will. Now, next week, I hope OG is well enough to come. He was under the weather tonight. And so, yeah. Generally, it's maybe a little bit better when I have OG here to bounce things off of. Because sometimes I get out of control. Yes, I do. I get pissed off. Yeah. So, yeah. It's incredible, everybody. I keep saying that because I just go, what the hell? What are these people thinking? What are they doing? And are they really, really just out of their minds? Trying to undermine our military? Hoping they'll lose? Just because they don't like Donald Trump? Let me tell you, we're going to win this. We're going to win it. That's if we don't have the guts to finish the job. And I'm talking about you and me and everybody else that's paying a little bit more at the pumps and whining and bitching about it, while we got federal workers that are working for nothing, and you're bitching. All it takes to do is just cut back on a few things. If you're going to travel, guess what? You get there early, but I think they're going to get paid regardless of what happens with the budget now, with the shutdown, because they're these people that got together in the Senate. All they wanted to do was go home. Yeah. Yeah. Go home. Republicans didn't even read the damn thing. And the Congress today said, this was outrageous. We're not going to be a part of it. We're not signing off on it. The Senate needs to get their asses back here and get the job done. Otherwise, you need to get them out of office. Chuck Schumer, one of the main characters, Akeem Jeffries. Never trust anybody named Akeem, period. Or Zohan. And the list runs on and on. Because they are the enemy within. My opinion, I'm telling you. Everybody have a great evening. I'm going to. It's Friday night. Maybe I'll go in and have me I don't know. Maybe I'll go get me a pina colada with a scoop of ice cream. Oh, yeah. Or, and I got that in the house. I don't have to go anywhere. A rum and Coke with a scoop of ice cream. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm thirsty already. Everybody have a great evening. I'm going to, like I said, and I hate to repeat myself, but I do it a lot. But that's just me. And we'll try and contact a MC in Israel, and maybe, just maybe, I'll contact Maya Tusi and see if we can find a Iranian motorcyclist. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah. Have a great day, everybody. I'm going to. Bye-bye. Yeah.